The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This pass is caught by London.
Get in there.
And he's brought down. Very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Hitting London coming across the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring more attention to him as well.
And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
For surprise that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. Looking to throw. Incomplete. The Falcons at 6-4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mike Pennell, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
2nd and 14. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss and just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's a pick.
Into the hands of Ross. 17 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
This guy's lucky.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Off play action, Fields. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum there.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A first down there on a pickup of 25. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Back to throw again.
Throw it inbound.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Again, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He's got his man London right side. To throw now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to have it on first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, my goodness, bro.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
That man threw pick after pick
as soon as
after
that ball
pick.
was in the air, it was dangerous.
Terrible throw.
Intercepted CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Okay, man.
That ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Boy.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This pass is caught by London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down to Ronald Patterson. And Has some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Throw left side, there's London. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Come on, set. 52 Glasgow. Black shot. Field black. Red cycle. Blacker 6.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to Montgomery on second down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Fields. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Chicago. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a punt.
I tried to turn, reach out.
Officially, and it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
You throw it right to him.
Get Ritter for the 3rd time. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the
throw it right
coaches,
to the linebacker in the middle of the
game plan,
field.
and add their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Back to throw here. And caught by London. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now look at
Bro,
this.
this thing's so crazy, bro.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are right back in this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws.
I don't get it, bro.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into the hands of London. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the
So many
quarterback
picks,
and see
bro.
the play develop in front
So
of you.
many picks.
They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 now.
It's not even showing me
He went
Cordell
backwards
Patterson.
7 yards, setting up a tough third
What
down.
is going on, bro? Why can't I throw it to my running back?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw.
What kind of pass is that, bro?
Turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the return will stop right around the 25. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Fields. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Casey Hayward with a sack on a well-timed corner blitz. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about it.
And he is going to be taken down. They got it. And as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. He'll decide to keep this once more. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
looks like he'll throw here. That's into the hands of Edwards. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They need a touchdown, the two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both players.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. To try again after the sack. Fields. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent cover.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half,
Oh, pick. So many picks. 26 picks.